Are you an introvert who struggles to initiate conversation? Do you feel lost or bored when you try to make small talk? Perhaps you run out of things to say or get stuck in your head. That social situations get awkward. If you stick with me in this video, we'll be learning how to communicate with an introvert. Subscription to this channel is very simple. Just click on the subscription button there and also turn on the notification bell so you won't get to miss any of our videos. And if you're just meeting me for the first time, my name is Flora On. Here in this channel, my passion is sharing everything skill with the very slightest opportunity.
The skills needed to become a better version of yourself in all ramifications. Skill faculty, we are on the side of skill.
Conversation tips for an introvert. The first one is remind yourself that small talks serve a purpose. Small talk for introverts is often draining, but small talk is the first step for making friends. It shows that you understand the basic rules of social interaction and put people at ease. Don't assume that someone is boring just because they make small talks. You might have some interest in common, but if you aren't willing to start off a small talk, you will never know. You may discover that they love having deep conversations. Second one is prepare some conversation starters. If you tend to go blank in social situations, memorize some conversation starters. Here are some conversation starters for introverts. The first one is make a remark about your surroundings. For instance, this place looks much better because they invented it. The second one is request for help or advice. For instance, there are so many smoothies on this menu. I'm finding it hard to choose because you're asking for recommendation. The third one is asking a question about unusual accessories. For instance, oh, I like your t-shirt. I'm guessing you're an Arsenal fan. The fourth one again is make a sincere compliment. For instance, I really enjoyed the presentation you gave last week. Compliment something they've done, not their appearance or personality. Practice and memorize a few conversation starters for different social situations, such as a party or in the boardroom at work. The next tip, give yourself permission to say what you are thinking. As an introvert, you might be more self-aware than the typical extrovert. You might feel self-conscious about sharing your thoughts because you're worried about saying something stupid compared to extroverts. Introverts are more sensitive to negative feedback, which can make them reluctant to say what they think and feel. Disclosing your thoughts and feelings builds intimacy, which is key for building relationships. Occasionally, you might say something that sounds silly, but everyone else will soon forget about it. You might feel as though everyone cares about your social blunders and will judge you harshly for them, but it's an illusion. The next one is share small vulnerability. If you've become comfortable sharing your thoughts and feelings, you can go slightly further by sharing an insecurity if it's relevant to the conversation. So doing this can make you more relatable. It also encourages the other person to open up, which can make the conversation more personal. For example, I always doubt myself before a job interview. I like going to the pool, but I get a bit conscious about swimming with a swimming suit in front of others. You need to judge the situation carefully because revealing too much can make people uncomfortable. It's really the best to avoid talking about intimate relationship problems, medical topics, and anything to do with religion and politics until you know the other person better. What's the point of sharing about myself and why will anyone care? Sharing about yourself makes others feel comfortable. To form a close relationship with someone, you will have to gradually open up to each other. It's always true that people want to talk about themselves. Sometimes they also want to get to know the other person they are talking to. The next one is learn how to take part in group conversation. As an introvert, you might find conversations difficult to follow because you need to keep track of several people and monitor their reactions. However, there is a simple trick you can use when you want to make a contribution. Just before you speak, inhale. Make a gesture, such as raising your hands by a few inches. Done, right? And you can then start speaking. When someone else is speaking, use your body language to make it clear that you are still part of the conversation. Make eye contact with the speaker and note occasionally to show that you are listening. Keep your body language open. Try to avoid crossing your arms or legs, as this may make you appear closed off from the group. The sixth one is practice natural curiosity. Introverts are typically more easily distracted than extroverts who are more likely to zoom out during conversation. This may be because the situation feels too overwhelming or because they tend to become lost in their own thoughts. To stay focused, ask yourself questions about the other person. Try not to think about what you're going to say next or what they're thinking about you. Reframe the conversation as a chance to get to know a fellow human being. This strategy also makes it easier to come up with questions. In conclusion, when introverts are in conflict with each other, it may require a map in order to follow all the silence, non-verbal cues, and passive-aggressive behaviors. If you're an introvert out there, develop your extrovert tendencies to keep the balance. To accomplish anything worthwhile, you must be willing to fail many times and occasionally look silly. Before achieving success, keep on kicking on and you'll get there. What did you learn? How do you intend to start a conversation next time you're outside as an introvert? Let's share with us what you do differently on the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.